What's going on, guys? My name is Versatile. Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to do a Warface review. So I'm going to be addressing some of the positives and the negatives about this game, and as well as some bugs that have been introduced with the new update. I usually do these from time to time. So if you guys do enjoy this video or find it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's do this. Warface is a free-to-play first-person shooter available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch, and it has PvE and PvP into the game. So what you're looking at now is the PvE co-op missions, which are broken down to easy, medium, and hard. The higher the difficulty, the better rewards you will get. There are also special operations, which is the story campaign. So it goes with the same format of 5 party size, easy, medium, and hard. And special operations are being reworked as I'm speaking. So expect more. This isn't all the operations, but this is just the ones we were given. So as of now, I've played these, and it's actually easier to obtain crowns. So all I have to do is just complete the hard version of the special operation. You'll get all the rewards for easy and normal. Moving on to the PvP side of things, you have your quick play, which is team deathmatch, storm, capture, blitz, plant the bomb, free for all, bag and tag destruction. And we also have standard, which is pretty much your custom server, your custom lobby browser. You can create a custom lobby, and there are more modes here because of the fact that due to lack of player counts, they decided to remove some modes from quick play. So if you do have enough people who want to do custom lobbies with these modes, I recommend it because these modes are actually pretty fun. I've tried them both in the past and now, so yeah, give these a try if you can. Moving on to ranked now, we have 5 versus 5 plant the bomb, as well as 5v5 blitz. So we have your usual ranks, which are bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and some Warface exclusive ones like master and grandmaster. So for master, you have to play at least one rank match every 6 days, and for grandmasters, once every 3 days. So you don't automatically start losing your rank due to an AFK penalty. Also, one more thing is that before you progress to the next league, you will have promotion matches. You'll need to win 3 of those to progress to the next league. And before you even assign the league, you will need to do placement matches, which as you see on the left side of your screen. We also have ranked contracts, so you can earn extra rewards while playing ranked. We also have a ranked store, which you'll be able to buy stuff like weapons and skins, as well as some other cosmetics like charms and weapon skins, also parts to modify your weapons. And lastly, we have the leaderboard. So if you're a top 500 in Warface, your name will be displayed on the leaderboard. Your rank and your rating points will also be displayed. So if you are active and you do good in your matches, you could be top 500. And if whether you want to go for that or not is up to you. So on the surface, Warface is essentially a AAA game in a free-to-play package. We have PvP, multiplayer, we have ranked, and we have a story-driven special operations mode. I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but those special operations do go in a specific order. They may not be in order now, but once they're re-added, they do go in a specific order. You'll be able to play them as such. So I'm gonna go over the blunders and bugs that kept this game from being one of the most actively played games in the world. A lot of people did register for this game. They touted that there was over 100 million. However, there's like 1% of that actively playing. So we're gonna go get into that real quick. So the number one problem I want to address is for returning players. So here's the thing. If you bought weapons like the SA Hellion, HK433, PKM Zenit, etc. before this update, before a certain update in the past, you will notice that your attachments are missing and you will not be able to use your weapon to the fullest potential. Now keep in mind that the Warface has decided not to fix this, so your weapon attachments are going to be permanently gone. And as you see with some of the weapons I'm checking out here, I've pretty much got past some of the attachments and weapon mastery, so I should have them unlocked. However, since those weapons were before a certain update, which I believe was in May, these weapons attachments are now missing, and it has been months. And there is no fix for this bug anytime soon. So for any of you players who have these weapons before that May update, it's not going to change anything. You're still gonna have the attachments as if your weapon was level 1. And last thing is that if you purchase a variant of this weapon, those attachments will still be missing. For example, I bought the Black Friday bundle with the golden SA Hellion, although I did have the normal one leveled up to max. Um, I still had missing attachments, so you're gonna have to avoid every weapon and every weapon variant, due to the fact that this bug is just not going to be fixed. So the next bug I want to address is the PvE bug with enemies no longer spawning. So as you see in this gameplay right here, enemies stopped spawning as soon as I got to around this point. And this isn't the only mission. There was a lot of missions in co-op where enemies would just stop spawning. And the big problem is that some enemies need to spawn in order for you to progress through the mission. For example, like the battle mech, the helicopter, especially those missions, enemies will need to spawn in order for you to get through that mission. So basically, this will lock your progress. You'll pretty much have to leave the mission and then hope that it'll reset itself upon the next attempt. However, it is not the case. Enemies will still despawn after a certain point, and this is a pretty severe bug plaguing co-op right now. I don't know when this is gonna get fixed, just like a lot of these other bugs, but this needs to be fixed as soon as possible, or at least be on their priority list. The next bug we're addressing is the ranked match bug. So basically, you will not load in, and then you'll get kicked back to the loading screen and then the lobby. I've seen up to 7 people leave this way in a ranked match because the game did not load them in. Some of those people don't join back, and it also counts as a loss if you don't join back. So this bug needs to be fixed as soon as possible because it was introduced recently and it's plaguing ranks right now. One more thing about bugs in Warface is that there will never ever be a complete list of bugs, because of the fact that whenever they release updates, this has also been tried and true. Um, there will always be game breaking bugs in one way or another. Some of them are minor, some of them are, as I said, game breaking. But there will always be bugs in a new update simply because that they won't really I don't think they have QA testers or anything, but if one thing is fixed in Warface, best believe people are gonna find another thing that is broken. That was pretty much not an issue in the previous update, but it is an issue now, and the current update. So I just wanted to tell you guys that I can't really list all the bugs because of the fact that the list will be ever growing on what they've broken and what they had to go back and fix. It's pretty much a cycle at this point. So that's what I'm gonna leave at the bug side. Now we're gonna move on to the blunders. So one of the main blunders of Warface is the monetization system. So you have 3 credits in game, 2 are in game, 1 are premium or real life currency. So basically Warface dollars and crowns are in game currency. However, credits can only be bought in real life due to a change that happened sometime around 2020 or 2021. You used to be able to get 100 credits for every 5 levels, but now that's not the case anymore. So basically the thing is everything in this game is monetized, including player skins, weapons themselves, charms as well, and some of them you can buy directly and some of them you have to actually gamble for through the random boxes system. So random boxes, as you guys know, that have played Warface, you are never guaranteed to get that item or that showcase item permanently. So you ended up either spending a little bit to get a permanent item, you spend a lot to get a permanent item, likely more than what it's worth, and then you will end up spending all of your credits and get nothing at all. So I'm about to show you guys what that looks like, and I'm buying 500 credits right now. But this is pretty much how you spend your money on Warface when everything that's brand new comes out. All right, so now that you see the gambling, keep in mind, especially if you're a returning player, you know this method, or unless you know this cycle, but keep in mind that your weapon will be outdated if the next armor releases. Give it like 2 or 3 armors down the line, your weapon will be completely unusable. So that weapon you pay real money for will end up being completely useless because it cannot compete with the new armor. Now, you guys that have been playing since 2020 or 2021, 2019, pretty much 2021 or earlier, you guys know that weapons eventually become outdated as newer weapons release. That is the pay to win cycle. And the thing is that if you have a favorite weapon, you're gonna end up not being able to use it. Now they do bring some older weapons into the current meta. However, they'll be outdated again, and it's gonna be another cycle of updating those weapons just so they can not only be relevant, but the developers and the publisher my games will end up keep making just keep making money off those same weapons. So what you're seeing here now is that weapons are going to be updated, and then weapons are going to be updated again, just so they can keep the money going, keep the money cycle going. That is their monetization system. So that's all I have to say about that. Now let's move on to the next blunder. The next issue I want to talk about is cheating. So cheating in Warface has been here forever. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. However, little is actually being done to counteract cheaters, at least on console. There are cheaters on PC, but then again, I don't play on PC on Warface, so I can't really speak or vouch for them. So consoles, people who cheat usually use like adapters or pretty much other devices like Cronin Zens and Zem Apexes. I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar on that type of devices that people use to cheat. However, the only way you get banned in Warface is if you obtain free credits. So that's pretty much it. If you are a cheater, there's probably some of you who have those devices that are watching this video. I'm just saying, I'm not encouraging you to cheat, but I'm just saying that little can be done to actually stop. And I don't think the devs are gonna care as long as you swipe the credit card for that new weapon or new armor. Well, new armor is free now, but new weapon skin. So that's pretty much that. I wanted to do a rant on cheaters. Well, it's not really a rant because there are some people who actually cheat, and it's just annoying to deal with. Now I can go on and on about the blunders and the bugs in this game. However, that video will be a little bit too long. I want to keep this short and sweet to a point. So my final verdict is that Warface is not worth your time. I've seen a lot. I've seen this game actively go downhill. So that's why I think that it's not worth your time, because of the fact that nothing really changes. It's pretty much just a downward spiral since 2019, 2020, and what made this game so great. And it's also how the devs implement things like haphazardly. It's kind of like lazy half-assing stuff, not including that they just flat out do not fix some bugs. There have been some bugs in this game that have been here for not even months, but possibly years. So even though they did reblend the Warface clutch, um, the reputation of this game has never really recovered, and the player count will slowly be declining. So that's kind of my review of Warface. Now, the best way, if you want your own opinion, just go ahead and download the game for yourself. I'm not discouraging you from trying the game. This is just simply my opinion. So if you think this game is fun from the gameplay, then go ahead and try it. However, if you did find this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.